The Startup Center is essentially an entity which basically works with a lot of early stage technology entrepreneurs. The Startup Center basically does three kinds of things. One is that we basically have the hub, which is basically does a lot of events and community initiatives. The second part is the resident program that we essentially have, where we invite select entrepreneurs to come and work out of the Startup Center, ideally to basically build their idea into a prototype. And the third step is the acceleration program, where we basically provide a lot of business support in terms of scaling up the company further. For any event which probably, let's say, takes about 100 hours in total duration of running, the math is that it takes about 3 to 4 times of that basically to organize that event. And I think it's intensely that amount of time. But I think with the right tools that actually come in, you can probably speed in this process. The beauty about a product like Duetn is basically the whole total integration that it provides. From everything from marketing, provides links and all those analytics in the front end that basically help you manage the entire event, so that you can actually start focusing on what is probably the most important, which is the content. The hardest part about organizing an event, just like launching any product, is that you basically build a product and put it out in the market, and you're realizing how many people pick it up. And time and time again, when you're organizing the event and you basically publish it on, so to speak, in Duetn terms, you realize that very few people start registering. The simple reason being everybody's waiting for the last deadline before they actually start registering. All the analytics and the registration tools that basically Duetn provides, and the marketing support that they provide, all the way to even the live tracking page, which basically gives you a summary of all the events, so that people who are not at the event can actually figure out what is happening during that event. It's quite a great deal of effort, and it simplifies your entire process actually. In my previous avatar, we used to actually run this event called Proto.in, which was one of the biggest showcase of startups across India. And we have one of the earliest beta testers of Duetn, so we kind of seen Duetn come across stages of evolution, so to speak. And I think the best part about Duetn is the fact that it has a brilliant user interface. It's so much easier to use. There's no complications in terms of even putting somebody who's probably new to the team to get them to manage an event and to take care of the registration parts of the project. And I think the payment gateway, if you basically talk about any event organizer in India, that's probably the hardest part, and Duetn basically takes that headache off your table. It has a perfect mix of usabilities to features to what you can live with and what you can't live with. I think it's the right tool for the right job.